My Channel TV. Hope you've had a good new year, as good as you could under the current circumstances. Thank you very much, Boris, TR4 and all that shit. Can Newcastle make it a good start of the new year? First game of 2021 sees Leicester City, the Foxes, come up against the Magpies on Sunday, 2 o'clock, 2:15 in fact on Sky Sports. It's not going to be easy, is it? Let's be honest, it's not getting any easier, but who thought that would get a draw against current champions Liverpool the other day? That was a good one. We're going to need Darlow to be on form again, to be honest, in this one with Leicester, Champions League Leicester City these days. New training ground, everything on the way. If only we could inspire to be a club like them with ambition and how well they've done in recent years. Obviously winning the Premier League not so long ago, playing good expansive football, a very good young British manager in Brendan Rodgers, playing football the right way, the dangerous way, the attacking way. And although I did watch them against Palace in the last game, and they weren't that impressive 1-1 at Selhurst Park, they got away with it as well, to be fair, especially first off. I thought they should have maybe been 1 or 2-0 down more than they already were. But they got to the point in the end, and they only looked like one team winning it in the end, and Leicester maybe could have nicked it at the end, so they'll be a bit disappointed in that draw. They'll be hoping to bounce back from that, I'm sure, and they'll look at Newcastle as a really good place to do that, considering they're going for the 6th win in a row at St James's Park. A very happy hunting ground for the Foxes these days. Leicester at the tune, even in the Cup. I remember the penalty shootout win that they did the other year against us. So against Palace, I'm saying that they looked a bit poor. They rested the majority of the star players. There was no Maddison. I'm not sure if he's going to be back. Jamie Vardy, he was rested. He came off the bench. Barnes is a brilliant up-and-coming player. He was brilliant in the England squad. He's definitely one to watch. Newcastle linked the day, actually, quickly, with Hamza Chowdhury, who kind of get a game at the moment for them. He did score against us last year, though. The centre mid, under 21 England national. More on that to come next week with a transfer target video. Leicester are blessed. I mean, whoever's scouting for them, I'm surprised that team's picked them up. You see the likes of Man United and Arsenal wasting money these days. The scouting department at Leicester's phenomenal, all the way back from Vardy, Kante, Mahrez, but now the likes of Barnes, obviously Maddison coming through, the defence Justin and Fofana. There's some top class players at Leicester. They must be buzzing now. Obviously we'll have Lee Chappie on the channel, would have, but we're both obviously busy with it being New Year and family and stuff and everything I've got going on. We couldn't get him on the channel, but hopefully we'll get him on during our live watch along tomorrow, so make sure you tune in at 2 PM for that, and then maybe a fan cam afterwards after the game. A gloating Chappie, a gloating Vardy, he'll be expecting to be. I mean, let us know what your thoughts are heading into this game, because everyone might be feeling a bit more optimistic now. I mean, can it paper over the cracks just because of a 0-0 thanks to Darlow against Liverpool? Although, to be fair, it wasn't just Darlow making save after save like it was against Spurs. It was an organised Newcastle, a valiant Newcastle, a team that looked a bit more dangerous going forward, had a bit more in the midfield thanks to Matty Longstaff. But this game is a huge blow because Isaac Hayden got suspended, got another yellow card against Liverpool, so he's missing for this one. So who comes in there? Do you afford the luxury of having a John Joe Shelby to pick out a pass who will probably get caught out in the middle of the park? Or do you play Sean alongside his brother Matty? Does Matty even keep his place? Because let's face it, he didn't play a game for a year, and then now he's been asked to play 2-3 games in the space of a week against the top teams in the league, Man City, Liverpool and Leicester. That's the top 4. So it's a huge ask for him. We've got Arsenal in the Cup next Saturday. Will he rotate then, Bruce? Who knows? I mean, Ryan Fraser was pictured training on Friday. Dubravka's knocking on the door, but he's not getting that down. That door's staying firmly locked as long as Darlow keeps these unbelievable man of the match 10 out of 10 performances in. Southgate was watching the other night. Surely he's going to step up and take notice. Kasper Schmeichel's in goal for Leicester, top class keeper. So I'm expecting a tight game, to be honest. I expect our tails to be up. I think this would have been a great one to see fans back after New Year. Imagine that couple of days after New Year. Would have been an all day, pubs open, good atmosphere inside the ground. Would have really spurred one. But this one, obviously, no fans. Really tough game with Leicester having the big boys to come back. You've obviously got Jose Perez coming against his old side. Will we see any of that? Hopefully fucking not, because we don't need any of that, please. Jose, he did score in one of the last games. I did watch him as well away at Sheffield United, I think it was. Unreal on the road this season, Leicester as well. They've only lost once in 8 games, once in 8 away matches in the Premier League this season. That was against Liverpool, actually. They've won at Man City, they've won at Spurs, they've won at Arsenal. They've been dominating in some games. They're clinical. So it's going to be tricky. It's going to be a really tough game for Newcastle. But there's something about it where obviously there's a bit of more of a feel-good factor around the place, and especially on the training ground after that draw against Liverpool. So tempted to say 1-1, tempted to maybe say 2-1 either way. If I was being realistic, I'd probably say Leicester snatch it. Leicester snatch a 1-0 or a 2-1. But I'll be optimistic. I'll say a 1-1 draw, and I'll say Wilson to bag as well. I mean, hopefully he's fit. Like I say, it'll be interesting to see who plays in midfield. You've got to keep the five at the back. I think it worked so well the other day. It's the best I've seen DeAndre Yedlin play in years. You can maybe switch it up and bring Jamal Lewis in instead of Richie, or keep Richie in there. Doesn't really matter too much until we bring Jetro Williams back, hopefully. Again, that's next week on the transfer target video. But keep the foundations of the great point against Liverpool the other day, because that's the best we've played in months. No one deserves dropped out of that. Like I see, obviously, unfortunately, Isaac Hayden's missing. Keep the basics of that. Mix up one or two because of obviously fatigue and the suspension of Hayden, and see how we get on. But all I'm asking for is that, honestly, now against Leicester, top 4 at home. If I was going or I was there, I'd think, well, get amongst this. And to be fair, I think Leicester have looked a bit shaky at times. They can be, got that. But the record's unreal. They seem to pick up the results, and they have got top quality players. So I think a draw would definitely be a very good result. But now, in terms of a defeat, like I say, as long as it's a narrow defeat, as long as it's not a Leeds defeat, a Brentford defeat, where it's just pitiful and a forfeit, if we give a good account of ourselves, every man to a man does the shirt proud like they did against Liverpool, and I think we can come away happy. But hopefully we'll get a result out of it. And that, out of Man City, Liverpool and Leicester, get off a 2 out of a possible 9. I mean, you'd definitely take it. You'd probably take the 1 out of the 9. To be fair, I think everyone thought we were going to get hammered. Leicester at home is not a bad opportunity to change that. But like I say, their record at St James's, their record away from home, they have got a better side. They've definitely got a better manager. Definitely got a better owner. So a draw would be a good result. Let's just hope it's a good game, and then we can look forward to the FA Cup next week, hopefully. Hopefully Brucey continues the strong sides in that. But the Premier League is back already after a couple of days on Sunday. Leicester at home. Let's hope we get a decent draw. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, who you'd like to see start, who would come in for Isaac Hayden, what the score is going to be. Subscribe to my channel TV, and we'll see you on Sunday at 2 o'clock for the live watch along. Enjoy yourselves.